as a counter-attack and also against. Probably tonight at home they can do a little bit more further away and have a little bit more courage.
Thank you, Alex. We savor the sight and sounds of San Siro. Now is your time to relax, sit down and enjoy your commentators for the night, Chris Whittingham and Roy Hodgson.
By a goal to nose. Take a look at the teams. Unchanged from the first leg. Benjamin Pavard couldn't make it into that back three, so Jan Bisek starts again. Lautaro Martinez came off injured in the first leg at halftime, but makes it in time to start. It is 10 changes from the weekend when they played Hellas Verona in the league, but it is ahead of kickoffs to bring in the starting 11 for Hansi Flick and Barcelona. Just the one change from the first leg. Jules Koundé unable to make it for this second leg after coming off with an injury in that first leg. Eric Garcia fills in. Gerard Martin keeps his place despite some suggestion of moving things around, and still no Robert Lewandowski. He is available though from the bench.
We'll all be in for an absolute Aladdin's cave of football treasure. Last week's game was an authentic Champions League classic, and it fulfilled the promise of magic.
From 2, 3 or 4 Barcelona lime green shirts. Yamal bending in, Rafinha arriving but just beyond him.
Wonderful orchestrated football by the man in lime.
Sick. And now Lautaro in towards Thuram, who's in behind the flag, will stay down for the moment. Thuram to get beyond Szczesny, who poked it off him, and then the flag came.
Yeah, it's well off.
But on we go as Yamal plays. Shifting inside, and Yamal with a strike right at Jan Sommer.
Mesmeric.
Inter find Barcelona a bit disorganized. Good ball. Thuram and taking the strike on, but a team effort as well wide in the end.
The passing got to be razor sharp like this.
Bastoni into Mkhitaryan, in towards that area and towards Lautaro, but sliding intervention in from Inigo Martinez, who celebrates as if it were a letting the game breathe. There's no freeze. Is in towards Barella, inside of Martinez. Barella stinging the palms there of Szczesny, who catches initial. Mkhitaryan and back there by Pedri. Dani Olmo though running into trouble. Good ball from Di Marco. Dumfries and Lautaro Martinez. The captain strikes. The captain is onside. And Inter take the lead in this second leg as they did the first.
The diamond chandelier of a goal, this. It's perfect.
Garcia. And in towards Pedri. Picks his head up and looks for the option. That low cross is flicked on from Olmo, and still got that second bite at it.
Oh, Pedri's asking for a penalty. The referee's pointing at the 6-yard box.
Side of Olmo has 2 for company. Dani Olmo will go it alone and just didn't catch that strike.
Big question of
given away.
Torres.
Rafinha in towards Torres on that near post, and Bastoni went to ground and provided the cover needed. Draws the attention of Mkhitaryan as well, playing with Garcia.
Oh!
Lift in, and Torres was there, as was Rafinha. Goal kick given.
What a ball!
Pedri escapes, and now Dani Olmo.
Beautiful.
Runners every side. It's to Yamal. Lamine Yamal with his weaker right. Couldn't direct it on target, and the referee's whistle is gone.
Just hard-stopping for free.
Mkhitaryan on the volley. Wasn't far away.
Stinger. Wonderful catch. Game, that's a magic pass.
Loose giveaway. Lautaro Martinez is in. The challenge required from Kubarsi. And the referee says that's a clean one.
It looked at it in lifetime that it's an absolute world-class challenge situation conclusively, but from this one right here, man, I think he may have got the player before the ball.
Penalty to
Szczesny.
Hakan Çalhanoğlu, one of the very best in the world taking penalties. 6 for 7 this season. And potentially the semi-final at his boots. Here is Hakan Çalhanoğlu. Szczesny the wrong way. And Inter 2-0 up on the night. 5-3 up on aggregate. They will be dreaming that they are Champions League final bound.
An explosive, perfect penalty. Nothing less. The camera gets knocked into next week behind the net.
Here tonight, Only 45 minutes left. We have reached halftime at the end of...
Deserved lead that Internazionale have built up. I don't think there's any question of that. They've countered well, they've held the ball well, they've been constructive in their attacks, and Barcelona have been well in this game. That's how much of a tilt there is in the table. It's been admirable by Barcelona, but it's too...
From behind there, but it's into Yamal. Controlled still by Lamine Yamal. Bastoni contesting it there with Lamine Yamal, but given as a goal kick.
Wonderful.
Letting him beat them, even more than in the first leg. Inigo commits and gets a healthy chunk there. Marcus Thuram, yellow in hand of Shimon Marciniak. As Çalhanoğlu whip into that danger out. Shadby's diving header is in off the post. But the offside flag will come up.
Bonus. Little maestro to feint.
Trying to slip it in towards Torres. Comes from Martin, who tried the cutback rather than sending it across. Now lifted in, and on the volley, Garcia! And Barcelona back in it! Perhaps the least likely man on the pitch, Eddie Garcia, gets the goal. Touchdown on the volley, but oh! And Szczesny was alert.
Of all people, this is the man that'll crack it with Archimedes.
Barcelona keep on going. Martin lifting it again. Header is on, and this one's in the back of the net. Dani Olmo drawing the tie level. They've come from 2 goals behind for a second time in this semi-final. There's still a half up. Playing with Dani Olmo and going early into Ferran Torres, but Acerbi had it read. Inter back 3 has been under pressure. Mkhitaryan commits, and the question is, it's a penalty just inside the area. Mkhitaryan will argue otherwise. Well, but it's a penalty to Barcelona.
Yamal continues in.
And after a quick VAR check, not even going to the monitor himself, Marciniak, it's been overturned. Fact is not continuation like holding. Penalty disallowed, and Rafinha will go short. Lays it up for Yamal, and it deflects off a teammate. It was De Jong who was in the way, and it goes over for a goal kick.
It's impossible to save. Jan Sommer.
Try and cut inside. Mkhitaryan getting a piece. Yamal taking the strike on it. Sommer.
Against all odds, he turns it all upside down. Everybody in the Andy and
off Dumfries, and first time in towards Thuram. Thuram low cross, and arriving there was Taremi, the sliding intermits, and wins the ball back. Yamal been frustrated, the lack of decisions going his way, but Barca have it back. Pedri,
what a ball.
great ball, and Rafinha, right at Jan Sommer. Rafinha again, and it's gone in. Rafinha with his 13th goal in the Champions League, and it might just have sent Barcelona to the final. From 2-0 down in this second leg, they lead by 3 goals to 2, 6-5 on aggregate. Just shifting it into control. Yamal as Lewandowski is an option, but takes the strike off the post.
Rattles the post from distance.
Advantage awarded for that challenge on the far side, and Sommer just goes. Second ball though comes to Thuram, neatly controlled, and Martin, another highlight in his terrific performance, but Dumfries, first time at that level, Francesco Acerbi, his first goal this season, draws in that level. Acerbi the hero.
Wow! Wow, wow, wow! A goal! No one wins, not enough. What a ball from Rafinha to find Lamine Yamal.
One of the best games in the history of this competition. Why we watch, why we love the game. It just keeps delivering. As we're underway now with the 30 minutes of extra time, 2:15. Flicked on in towards Thuram from Taremi. Thuram trying to control and still does. Marshaled out of the area by Araujo, but going the other way, now getting the beating of him, into Taremi, laid up for Fratesi, Fratesi into the corner! Inter lead again! Now in extra time, scored a huge goal in the quarterfinal, Fratesi off the bench, 7-6 to Inter!
Fratesi absolutely leads the
the whistles come. Chip towards Yamal, and Yamal denied by Sommer again, and Lewandowski's header over.
And Barcelona may need a crowbar to open the...
Lifting back in, Fermin in plenty of space, header down and Araujo, with Defy throwing himself at it. Free kick given to Inter, who will think they've